Oh my God, Chit. Y'all probably heard that because I didn't have a little red light on my mic. But I did have a green light off. But baby, y'all know I don't come up until, in this break, I don't come up until about 12 more minutes. But honey, this conversation going on in this studio right now. I'm letting you know right now, ain't no birthdays today. Oliver Twist is in here, honey. We have gotten off of his career and what's going on in his life. Now we have Oliver.
Yes,
oh my God, Oliver.
Yes,
let me just say, Oliver, you love sex.
I do.
You love sex,
really
but
do.
You're not in a relationship right now, and you're respecting yourself. You're waiting for the right person. You're just not out there just letting everybody jam you, or you jamming nobody else because you're waiting for the right person. I didn't
say I wasn't doing no jamming.
Oh, now you done you're not letting them jam you, but you jamming other people. We call it stabbing. Back in the, so you out here stabbing people?
No, I'm not. Let me stop lying.
No. You say you're gonna be honest. This your new thing. You're gonna be honest.
Well, okay, so here's another thing too. Like I'm not stabbing anybody. Honestly, I'm not. But I do have like, I call them my girlfriends.
What? Oh, what do you mean?
Like when I, you know, there is a top that lives deep down inside of me, and he only comes out, you know, every so often. And so like sometimes I want to hold somebody's hand or grab somebody by the butt, or you know, be the more dominant.
But no, what
energy.
Okay, so this is what I want to ask you now. Okay. Because the last break we were talking about you had an old type. Now you have a new type. So what's your new type?
Yes, I have a new type. So the new type in terms of what I want to be in a relationship with, first of all, he has to have money.
Okay.
And not like a gold digger, like I want his money, but, and I'm pretty sure, Sophia, you can relate. Like when you have the careers that we have and you're able to do what we do, you need somebody that can kind of do the same thing. Maybe not do it from entertainment, but that kind of has that same...
whatever your passion is.
That financial freedom, you know, like... If I can go out and get, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be any more situations where I can't do something because they financially can't do it, and then I got to reach down in my pocketbook so you don't feel bad.
I want to go take a trip to...
Excuse me.
To Australia, and I'm going to have to pay for both our tickets and the hotel and all that.
Maybe not Australia, but like, my friends know I'll get up and go in a second, like, because I don't got no children. I just got a doggy, and my mommy will watch it. So it's like, if I want to get up and go, but you can't get up and go, it's kind of, or if I want to go out to eat tonight, but you can't, or I want to get this and you can't, it's kind of, it's just, it creates an energy.
So this your new type?
He must be financially at my level or above.
Okay.
Or if he's a little bit below, he has to at least show me that he has the passion and the drive and the plan to get to where he needs to be. That's one.
Okay.
He needs to be spiritually evened out. Like he got to answer to somebody. I need to see you subscribing to somebody's doctrine so that you
but
have...
But you say spiritually,
he needs to be spiritually evened out.
Atheist, this...
As long as he answering to something or somebody.
So you don't mind if
I prefer
atheist.
they Christian, so we can speak in tongues together.
You shaking my camera.
Oh, I'm sorry. I prefer he's Christian, so we can pray together. But if he's not, as long as he follows some type of religion, I'm okay.
Okay.
He has to have he has to be ambitious and passionate about something. Like he has to have something going on that he cares about, whether that's a career, a passion project. I need to feel life and energy and drive and concern, and I need to feel something from him.
Okay.
I need to be proud of you. Like I want to root for you. I want to be like the mom in the stadium cheering and rooting you on. Emotionally mature, and then all the looks and other stuff that can come second.
Hold on. Now you say emotionally
mature. Yes.
Okay, you got to explain that because a lot of people don't know. They just hear.
For me, emotional maturity looks like knowing when something's your fault, when it's somebody else's fault, how to properly resolve conflict, how to communicate, knowing, having discernment, being able to control yourself, not allowing things to get to a fiery, argumentative state. That's what emotional maturity looks like to me.
Okay.
And I need all of that because I'm not really a turn up person at the house. I just, I give that for the cameras, but at home, I'm real like chill and even. I really don't like a lot of loud talking and problems and conflicts.
But sexually,
what about it?
What is this?
Oh, okay. You see, I mentioned sex last, right?
Right.
Sexually, I would prefer if he has a medium to above average appendage. That would be great.
Oh, come on. Appendage. Come on.
Appendage.
Come on.
I got tired of saying the D word.
No, but I'm right. That was very, what was the entanglement?
I would like someone who has a nice, you know what I really want this next time around? I really want somebody that I look up to. Someone that I think is a prize. Cause, and this is no shade to nobody I've dated, but I never thought I won anything when I got with them. But I know for them being with me was like, bitch, I'm with Oliver. You know what I'm saying? But like, I never felt like I won anything.
Say y'all was shit.
I didn't say that.
I just felt like that was a Kiki Palmer moment. I am sorry to these men. I am so sorry to these men because he basically said y'all wasn't shit.
No, it wasn't.
He said y'all was with, but y'all wasn't.
But here's the thing: what they are may be amazing for somebody else. So I don't want it to mean what they are. I just didn't think I had won anything.
But that's the reason I asked this question, because you said that, every now and then there's a masculine man that lives inside of you. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to the relationship, that's not somebody that you put in your new... I would
like for us to flip every now and then. Just every now and then. Because I do have my moments where I want to...
So that has to be a part of the...
Yeah, but it's not a necessity.
Yeah, if you want to do it, it is. Yes. If you want to do it, even if it's once a year. Because a lot of people, they don't want it ever. So if you get with one of those people that have all the other qualities that you want, but when it comes to that once a year thing that you want and they're not giving you that, it's going to be a problem. You're going to go and get it somewhere else.
You're right. Okay. We'll add that to the list.
So you have to put that on the list.
And it's really just once a year.
Sometimes you don't know when that person's going to pop up. You saying it's once a year, but we've also discovered that you're very politician.
But yes, wherever he is, it'll happen.
And you're in the entertainment profession. So what would you like for your person to be? Is there a certain industry you say, I don't want nobody in the entertainment industry. I want somebody, it's just like.
You know what? I used to say I didn't, but I think I would be interested to see like what me dating another creative would look like.
So tell me this.
To see. Because
now it's just like me coming up. When we came up, it was just like the masculine boys with the feminine boys. Mm-hmm. So although, we didn't think we were ladies, it was just like, well, no. But now it's just like you see two feminine boys together. And that's the thing.
I'm okay with that.
You are?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What are your pronouns?
My pronouns?
Yeah.
He and she. But see, because I identify as both. I honestly do.
Well, listen, I'm laughing because it's just like, no, because I'm just like, when we first had this conversation, I was like, are we serious? Are we serious? Are we asking somebody what are their pronouns?
Yes.
And it's just like, it's a serious thing.
Yeah, it's a serious thing. But I take both.
Ask me what my pronouns are.
What's your pronouns are?
Nigga move.
We're actually going to talk about this on Chasing Atlanta with T.S. Madison. I talked to her about these recent experiences I've been having and thoughts about like my identity. So, do we have time?
Yeah. We went in early just so we can have this conversation.
Oh, so I've never wanted to be a woman. Like, I've never wanted to have boobs. I never wanted to be a woman. Mm-hmm. But I always identified with things that women did. Mm-hmm. And I know a part of, like, my everyday flair has a womanly traits in it. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, well, am I non-binary? But I'm like, no, I accept both. If you say he, I'll be okay. If you say she, I'll be okay. So then I was like, well, I settled on being genderqueer, right? Mm-hmm. Where you kind of all of them at the same time. But you'll see that conversation on Chasing with me and TS. And she, it's interesting, her take on being gender fluid.
And what?
Because I do plan on getting surgery done.
What surgery? What surgery? You know you. Now this
I am.
That's for TV.
No, I'm serious.
Oh, you gonna get you a cat?
No, I'm gonna keep my.
Well, what surgery you having?
Cosmetic.
Oh, you talking about getting your face and stuff?
Yeah, but
when you say surgery, I'm thinking you finna go on because I said, well, how you gonna have your once a year experience if you done went got your cat? You what? You like the what?
Stroke and poke.
Yeah, but y'all, these are just, you're just in the company of these people. Y'all not stroking and poking. You're just in the company of these people.
Eventually. Definitely stroking right now. But
in the spirit of
just, I have dealt with body dysmorphia before. Which kind of led me into like this whole discussion of like gender identity and how do I view myself. How do I view myself in real life versus the picture that I think of myself? And that's what kind of started me going on this whole discussion of
surgery.
Not even surgery, but like, how do I identify? How do I want to be seen in this world? How do I view myself? How do I get to that place? So yeah, it's still an ongoing development.
But I know you said y'all talked about it on Chasing Atlanta. We can check it out. But I want to know now because when I sit here and I look at you and you say you're going to have cosmetic surgery, I don't see nothing that needs to be corrected.
Nothing.
So what is this cosmetic surgery that you're considering?
I've considered getting lipo, which I'm going to get that regardless.
Well, why can't you just go? Why can't you just start a new eating habit and working out?
Well, because there's a certain way I want to look. There's a very specific way that I envision myself.
So what does that look like? What do the Oliver that you envision look like?
I would say my version of what I look like now. Like I'm a slender guy, like a small frame guy with like hips and a butt. So I really just want to fine tune myself a little bit.
Your waist, your waistline.
Well, not even that, but
lipo.
Just like my arms. It's personal things I got going on that I want to just white out right fast.
But have you ever tried a boot camp?
I have.
And what
happened?
That's what
I'm saying. These conversations are still going on.
We're having it right now.
But I'm saying like I haven't made any final like I'm going Tuesday to get the surgery. These are just things that like speak. Yeah. It's a journey. I'm journeying.
You're journaling.
Journaling and journeying.
But, and then it's just like, because this new generation, I noticed that a lot of people are going under the knife cosmetically. They're having this done and that done and this done. A lot of people are going to get these sleeves and everything, but then you're still eating. Like you don't have the sleeve. Then some people, they going to get them removed, and some people, they busting the sleeve because y'all still eating and everything. So it's like, the body that you want, I think that it's achievable through boot camp and changing your eating habits and exercise. Because
you're probably right.
Because it's just like when I'm noticing that a lot of people want surgery. I'm finding out is an addiction.
Really,
surgery is an addiction, and a lot of people. They go under the knife and they correct one thing, and then they go under the knife, they connect and correct something, and then it's always something that they see. And it's just like, I try to be respectful. Well, I am respectful to the people because you don't know what people see when they look in the mirror. All I know is what I see when I look at you. But to them, what they want to look like is not up to me. But the reason I have the conversation is because everybody that have those surgeries, a lot of complications come after those surgeries. When they try to go and get the look that they want, some things that they don't consider is this could go wrong and this could do that.
Even like the right surgeries?
Even like the right surgeries.
Not the bad ones.
The good and the bad. It's just like people, you have to, this is how I look at it. And when it comes to, some people, they need knee replacement surgery. Mm-hmm. Some people, they need hip replacement surgeries. Mm-hmm. Some people, when they have those surgeries, they're okay. But some people, when they have those surgeries, they have complications. So it's not 100%, you know, for everybody. So what makes us think if somebody go and get a knee replacement or a hip replacement and some people have complications, then what makes us think just because I'm going to get my eyes done or my cheeks, so I'm going to get this and that, it's just like, what makes me think that there can't be complications? Because a lot of people were okay with liposuction and black people were going to get liposuction, but then when Tamika Raymond went to have liposuction, she had a lot of complications.
And I have thought about that. I have, and I'm deathly afraid. I'm deathly afraid.
So it's just like, I'm not trying to scare you or nothing like that. I'm just putting it out there that, scared. You know, because it's just like a lot of people, and I just think a lot of people, when it comes to certain things, certain surgeries and all this stuff, it's just like a lot of people, we still living in a generation that is so mucky see, mucky do. This, especially this new generation, they are very mucky see, mucky do. And it's not that, is this something, what, 5 years from now, if I have this done 5 years from now, what am I going to do? Is this what I want to be doing 5 years from now? And the reason we have this conversation is because there are a lot of people who went and got breast implants and they start doing hormones and they have breasts. A lot of those people now regret that decision, and they have their moments when they want to be a top or they want to be masculine. And then it's just like, there are not too many people who want to let you be a masculine person on with them if you have these breasts.
Which I totally agree with. And that's why I'm talking about it out loud. Because I know a lot of people out there, a lot of black boys, black girls, non-binary, they have these same thoughts and questions and whatnot. So I'm trying to show people at least whether I decide to do it or not, at least what I believe is a healthy way to do it, which I'm talking to my therapist about it. I'm going to different doctors and board certified. I'm not going across the water. I'm not going to Colombia, Mexico. I'm staying my black tail right here in Atlanta, and I'm going to a board certified doctor to do this. I'm consulting with different doctors to understand the risks, the time, the healing, what's all needed, so then I can finally make like a sound decision if this is something that I really want to do, or do I think I can achieve whatever feeling I want another way.
And then while we're talking about this, it's just like now, it's just like the thing to do is for these black women to hop on a plane and go out of the country and get these butts. And it's just like, after all that you all seen, Nicki Minaj and then K. Michelle, they done went through with these butt implants and all that stuff. Y'all still hopping on planes going over here. And then when you get to the airport and then you get on the plane and they all got these pillows and they leaning forward, can't even sit down. So you got to lean forward on the whole flight home. You just, get your hand off my seat. Now sit back. Now you all lean up.
Who've reached out to me since I've been talking about getting it, like doing it. There's people who've reached out to me, both black market and like overseas. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
Okay, but yeah, that's a whole show. We need to bring people in here, honey. I need to get these people in here.
Cause Akira Chanel Davenport. She talked about it on Drag Race, how she has started transitioning, and then she stopped because she didn't want to do it no more, and how she still had like some of the, how she still had some of the, like, you know, she got her hips done, she got her butt done, she got her face done, and she was just talking about how it's hard for her to date. How it's like hard for her to date as now trying to live as a butch queen, or, you know, a black man, but you have all these whatever. It's a discussion, but I feel like more people got to talk about it out loud.
Yes,
more people have to talk about it out loud.
And not only that, I think I could be wrong, but I think that's what led to more like feminine boys talking to feminine boys, because they could relate to each other.
True.
And then it's just like the masculine men are not trying to be with you. So
I've never experienced that no fats, no femmes thing.
What?
I haven't, because the boys come talk to me. I don't know about it.
But it's your personality. It's not just. It's just not that. It's your personality. It's just like when I first moved here. When I first moved to Atlanta, I used to go to all the clubs. You know, the Palace. You know, whatever that was over there behind the. Over the shoe
Underground
outlet.
Railroad.
No, the shoe. No, that was Maddie over there at the Underground Railroad. We were on top of the ground when I came out. But it's just like, but what was I saying? Like, when I first moved here, and I used to go to all the clubs, because I go do still now. My thing is, if I'm working, I'm going to put my hair on, do my little stuff, do my gig, and go on back home, or go to the club. So when I first moved here, I would go to all these different clubs and stuff. But if I wasn't working, I wasn't putting on this drag stuff. So a lot of people were like, why can't they come up here like you? You ain't got all that on, and you up here. It's like, I don't live my life like that. I said, this is work for me. I said, those are people who are living their life like that. So you asking somebody to come in here that live their life as a woman, and you want them to show you a female ID. You already know that she wasn't born female, so don't do that. But it's just like, it's a mess. It is a mess, honey. Everybody we are a mess. It's not just a mess in Russia and Ukraine. It's a mess over here. But girl, you have opened up Pandora's box.
You think so?
Yes, honey.
What else you want to know while I'm speaking?
Oh, hold on. We're going to take a break right now.
Drinking this liquid courage.
We're going to take a break right now. What you drinking? Liquid courage? Oh, okay. We're going to take a break, but we're coming back. My fingernails are growing back. You know, they broke, but this one broke. This one broke, honey. Well, this one broke. One, my pinky broke, honey. I just cut the rest. Now they growing back. But yes. But I'm your girl, Miss Sophia, sitting in here, baby. Oliver Twist. You have given us a mouthful, honey. But we're going to take a break and we're going to come back. Let me see. Where are we? Where we going now? It's commercial. Ain't no music. Baby, I had went in like 10 minutes early, 12, 13 minutes early. Cause this was so hot. Come on, baby, let's ride. I'm your girl, Miss Sophia, holding it down right here on WERUradio. Home of every music for the LGBTQI community and me. Between the hours of 2 p.m. and 6 p.m., this is Club Chit Chat. That's right. You know how we do it, honey. We're going to be talking about sports, politics, entertainment, and a little of this and a little of that. That's why we call this Club Chit Chat, baby. With the happy hour coming to you at 5 p.m. like no other happy hour you've ever experienced. So make sure you're around during our happy hour. Hey, I'm your girl, Miss Sophia, holding it down right here on WERUradio, home of urban music for the LGBTQI community and me. Come on, baby, let's ride.